Okay, I think we got all the tech things settled. Good day, wherever you're at, whether this be morning, evening, middle of the afternoon. You made it to the mat. You made it to a practice. Welcome. I'm Kate. Today, I am out on my porch, so we're gonna do poses on the porch. Today's practice will be a totally on the floor practice. So, stop, drop, and yoga. We will not be standing up fully at all. We'll be starting on the back, on your back, and then finally ending in seated. So this will be a shorter practice. It won't be a full 1 hour practice, but we will move through some breathing at the beginning like we always do, and then moving through some supine on your back, poses to help open the hips, to help stretch, to help breathe, and then we'll sit up and get some of that shoulder action going. And yeah, I invite you to maybe find a place outside if that's possible. We're coming up on the summer solstice. So that is the longest day of the year, honoring the sun and all of the bountiful harvest that we will soon bring in with the next turn of the wheel. So go ahead and start on your back, reclined. Have your feet rested on the earth. Feet are about mat distance apart. You want to walk your shoulders underneath you just a little bit. I guess my pony is not in the right place today, so I'm gonna fix that because it does not feel good to lie on your pony. So as you're settling in, then the feet are rested on the mat about hip width distance apart. Lola is joining us today. So Lola is my sweet puppy. Okay, so now that you're all settled in, relax the arms towards the mat. Sink into the support beneath you. If you notice, maybe I have a little bit of a thicker mat today. When working on these harder surfaces like a deck or maybe even outdoors, sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of extra padding. So lean the knees in on each other. This is known as a constructive rest pose. So you're lying on your back, you're relaxed. You walk the shoulders down away from the ears, relaxing the bum, sussing around. Let yourself settle in here. Knees rested in on each other. Maybe you want your palms open for receiving. Maybe you want them down, facing down for a little bit of extra grounding, whatever feels appropriate, or maybe one open, one closed. You get to choose. Take a few inhales and exhales here as you start to center into your practice, as you start to center in to the center of your mat. In the Hoop Yogini world, we call this the center of our personal universe. So maybe dropping into that feels really good today. Let yourself. 3 cleansing breaths to bring yourself fully present. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful. Each exhale allows you to release and relax into the mat. Maybe audible exhales. So beautiful. Hand at the belly, hand at the chest, elbows relaxed into the earth. So 3-part breath in to the belly, into the chest, and then releasing. So in to the belly, fill the belly, push on the hand, fill the chest, push on the top hand, And then as you exhale, exhale out the top, and then empty fully. It's like filling a pitcher. So filling with the air, filling the belly first, filling the chest, and then exhaling. Keep going, inhaling into the belly, inhaling into the chest, and exhaling. Releasing, emptying fully out before you start the next cycle. Keep breathing, a few more. Mm. You keep staying here in this 3-part breath. I'm just going to check something tech. All right. All right. Release your 3-part breath. Release the hands down to the earth. And take another 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a full body stretch now. Stretch the body. Reach the arms up overhead. Oh, yeah. And then reach the arms around the knees as you draw the knees into the chest, giving yourself a full body hug. From here, perfect. From here, you'll want to keep a hold of your left leg. Let your right leg go long. And if your right leg only goes long to here, that's fine. If it goes a little bit longer, great. So elongate that right leg as long as it'll go is in a relaxed position. Take your right hand to your left knee. Take your left arm out to the side. Let your gaze be over to the left as you start to let the right knee cross over. A supine twist here, keeping the knee bent, keeping the shoulders into the mat. If it feels good to extend that right leg over, do that. Today, my practice is asking for the knee to stay bent. And be careful as you're sussing around to make sure that you're staying safe in your lower back. If at any point in this practice you feel a sense of danger or discomfort, adjust the pose or find something different. This is your practice. Honor your body. One more inhale and exhale. Both arms to the earth as you draw your knees to center, and then draw the knees up into the chest. Keep a hold of the right leg this time. Send the left leg long. Right arm goes out to the side as you kind of adjust to rotate onto the left hip, rotating the right knee over to the left side. Looking at your right hand. Breathing big and full. Notice that my right shoulder was creeping up off the mat. So I'm just gonna plant it again, deepening into the twist. And then drawing yourself back to center with both arms on the earth. Plant the feet into the mat and recenter yourself with the feet rested on the earth, arms down by the sides. Reclined pigeon. Take your ankle, figure 4 your knee so that you are resting that right ankle onto the left knee. Reach behind your left thigh and interlock your fingers, and then relax your upper body into the earth, drawing your lower body towards you. Letting the right knee fall away from the nose. A few good inhales and exhales here, seeing where you can release through that pelvic bowl. I'm sure you can feel certain points of tension and tightness. See if you can allow the breath to release that. Good breaths. Listening to the crows sing. Releasing your interlock on the back of the thighs, letting the left leg come down to the earth. And now, instead of switching, rotate so that the right foot comes to the earth. Keep your pigeon posture, and then use your left hand to keep the right knee in line with the ankle. Let the right arm come out to the side for support. Let the shoulders be relaxed. You can look over to the right. Another nice hip stretch. All right, both arms out to the side, using the side of the foot to draw that figure four back up to center. Right foot comes to the earth, switching sides for your reclined pigeon. Left ankle figure fours to rest on the top of the right knee or top of the right thigh. I don't really want you on the top of your knee, more so right towards where the thigh and the knee meet there. Interlocking your fingertips behind the right thigh, and then relaxing the upper body into the earth as you draw the lower body towards you. The left knee draws open. Breathing nice and big. Let yourself breathe and be here in this present moment. One more inhale, exhale, breath cycle. And then releasing the right foot down to the earth, but then remember, we're going to take a twist. So taking the left arm out to the side, rotating so the left foot comes to the earth, keeping the pigeon posture, and then using the right hand to keep the left knee in line with the left ankle. You may have to make a few small adjustments. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Maybe you guys will catch a hummingbird at my hummingbird feeder. I haven't been able to see any lately. I think it's time to change the water too. Inhale. Exhale, both arms out to the side, using the right foot to kind of push that back up. Right or left foot comes down to the earth, drawing the knees into the chest. Nice hug. Probably feels pretty good. Sending the legs up the wall. I always like to rest. You make a little like triangle with my hands and then rest it under that sacrum there. To kind of give my pelvis the correct tilt to be able to fully enjoy and utilize this legs up the wall. So you don't want your legs like super, super tight, but you don't want them like bent all the way either. So you want a little bit of elongating in the legs, but still a relaxed knee joints. Oh my God, I totally forgot about the air conditioner too. This is why I wanted to shoot outside to see what we can make, see what magic we can make, and see what kind of sounds interrupt. Inhale and exhale. And then bringing the legs back down to the earth, setting up for bridge pose. Walking the shoulder blades underneath you, walking the heels back towards the bum. The heels are now in line with the hips. Hands are planted in the earth. As you inhale, push up, push the hips up towards the earth, push down through the feet to engage those muscles, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. You can interlock your fingers and lengthen your arms underneath. Or you can have your hands down straight, whatever feels good. One more inhale, exhale, down to the earth. One more time. Inhale, push the hips up. Squeeze, 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 engage. Awaken that lower body and then lower. Tug the knees into the chest. From here, we'll do happy baby. So reach in between your thighs. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. And then let your feet go up to the earth as your quads stay parallel with the earth. So your shins are perpendicular to the earth. Your quads are parallel. You're allowing the hips to open as you kind of use that grip on your big toe to pull the flexed foot towards you. Oh my gosh, this is opening. Three big cleansing breaths to open up here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Go ahead and draw the legs in towards each other and then lengthen out for a full body stretch. Beautiful. Rolling onto your right side or your left side. I guess it doesn't really matter today. Taking a moment to stimulate that vagus nerve by resting on the arm. That vagus nerve helps with that mind-body connection. That is the mind-body connection that's so important. So we'll just take a moment to stimulate it. And then gently pushing yourself up to seated. So from seated here, go ahead and find your earth seat. Root down into your earth seat. Rock back and forth. Find that point, that still point where both of the sit bones are rooted equally into the earth. Allow your legs to relax into the support beneath you. Maybe a pillow underneath your bum to raise up the pelvis, to tilt the pelvis forward a little bit so that you can align the heart over the hips. Relax the shoulders. Chin's parallel to the earth. Allowing yourself to come into this posture or present moment. This now moment here. Inhaling and exhaling. And then inhaling the arms up overhead. Interlock the fingers and then push your interlock up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, arch to the side. Doesn't matter which side. Relax through the legs. Inhale up to center. Exhale, arch to the other side. Relax through the legs. Stay open through the chest, the heart. Inhale up to center. Exhale, release the arms, come back around and interlock the fingers so the palms are facing the bum and draw the palms away from the bum as your heart opens up to greet whatever now moment is existing. As you exhale, then release that, roll the shoulders up and back. Just a few times, let any weight, any stress, any tension that you're carrying there, release, roll off the back as you roll the shoulders and make space. Open up through the arms so the arms are in a T. Root down through the earth to bring a gentle arch to the back. Open up through the heart and the chest. And then as you exhale, cross one arm over the other, giving yourself a hug. Now tucking the navel towards the spine and the chin towards the chest. Again, open up. Receive. And then bring your energy into center. Again, open up. And alternating the arms that you're crossing over the top. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the sides. Draw the soles of the feet together for a quick little butterfly. Take your cleansing breath here as you align your spine and align your seat so that you can open up again through the pelvis. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Beautiful. Okay, so setting the legs out in front of you for a nice forward fold, bouncing the legs up and down slightly. Rooting your seat underneath so you can have that nice alignment up top. Inhale the arms up overhead, keeping the legs loose, hinging at the waist. Maybe not going down all the way. And a lot of people like to try and reach their arms, relax the shoulders down. You're not really trying to reach your toes here. We're trying to stretch out the whole back body. So bring the attention into the back body and start to soften into the stretch. Notice where you're holding tension. Notice where there's some stress in the body. See if you can work to breathe to release that. All you have to do is just breathe in and breathe out. The pose will do the work. Your breath will do the work. Awesome. Inhale the arms up overhead and relax them down to the sides. Taking a Lord of the Fishes, drawing the right leg up so the right foot rests on the mat. And then what happens for me when this happens is that I automatically kind of, my back starts to bow out, which means that my hips aren't underneath my heart. So I just keep my knee bent and draw the long leg back so that I'm sitting up straight again. Taking that right foot to the outside of the left leg, taking the right hand behind in line with the spine to help support you. Left elbow hooks on the outside of the right elbow, and then complete your twist. Inhale, make sure you're sitting up nice and straight and you're supported. And then as you exhale, turn into the twist. Breathing. Relax through the legs as you exhale. And then inhale back to center. Drawing the right leg long and drawing the left leg up, switching sides. Left foot rests on the outside of the right knee. Again, drawing the hips underneath the heart. Left hand floats behind, kind of in line with the spine. Some people can have a flat hand. I choose to have a tented hand. Right elbow hooks on the outside. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And then inhaling back to center. Take a quick little forward fold here, just as a counter pose. Inhaling, hinging at the hips. Beautiful. So now let's do deer pose. Draw the right leg around so the inside of your right foot is rested on the earth, and then draw that right shin parallel to the mat. So I'm going to turn so that you can see what I'm doing here. So like that. It's like the cheerleaders sit. And also notice if you still want a little bit of meat, making contact with the earth. So if you want to, you can play with the positioning of that back ankle. So that way you are still rooted, because you don't want to be leaning too far to the side, because then you're not going to get the stretch that you want. And so here we have deer. And I think I would like to add the eagle arms to it. So send your arms out to the front. Right elbow drops into the left elbow. Elbows bend as the palms face out. Take that right hand and wrap it around the front, the back of the, just wrap it around. Bind it up. Inhale and exhale. Spine aligned. In through the nose, out through the mouth. A few more here. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the bind. Excuse me. Lean on to your left hip so that you can draw that right leg around safely, and completely switching sides. I'm gonna grab a sip quick. Beautiful. So you've switched positions. Lola needs to switch positions too, apparently. So your right leg now is parallel with the front of the mat, or as parallel as it can get. It might not be fully parallel. Also checking in, making sure there's that nice meat so you can be seated up straight and really feel that stretch in the hip. Take a moment to drop into this. Let the tension release out of the legs, and then arms out, palms up. Left elbow drops into right elbow. Elbows bend, palms face out. Left hand now wraps around the front into your eagle arm bind. So inhale and exhale here, chins parallel with the earth. Relax. See where you can relax deeper into the posture. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and release the arms, and we'll take a child's pose from here. So transitioning over into child's pose, the big toes touch, the knees go wide, sinking the bum into the heels, walking the hands forward so that your chest and your head can start to rest into the earth. And maybe your bum doesn't fully touch. That's okay. Find your child's pose. Find the position where you can feel the full opening, the relaxation, the strength in the surrender. 3 cleansing breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a moment to become present in your body again, present in your breath, and present in this center. Notice as you release into child's pose, how your body releases and relaxes. Few more breath cycles. Wonderful. Coming up out of child's pose, planting the hands so that you can come up into tabletop position. So coming into tabletop position, knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. Checking in here, checking in on your tabletop, on your foundation. No, none of the back arched or back rounded, just nice flat back. You can achieve that even more so by finding a gaze, a focus, a drishti on the center of your mat beneath your forehead there. Start by engaging with your cat cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly. Draw the crown and the tailbone towards each other as the back arches. And then as you exhale, round the back, drawing the navel towards the spine this time, chin towards the chest, tailbone towards the crown. Inhaling for your cow, exhaling for your cat. Tops of the feet are rested into the earth, pushing through the tops of the feet and the hands. Letting this cat-cow just be really nourishing to the spine and to your energetic system. Beautiful. Start to make some figure eights with the hips, drawing figure eights. Sometimes this can feel a little bit awkward or you're not sure if you're doing it right. A lot of times, and I know this sounds a little funny, but I like to imagine a pencil between my butt cheeks and like literally drawing, like my pencil is right there. And so it's like literally drawing a figure eight with my hips as I'm going around. And this can also feel awkward just because we're not used to moving this way. And it can feel a little, I don't know, let it feel sensual. Let it feel how it feels. Explore that with the mind of the observer, not the judger. Awesome. Give you guys a little flash there. All right, thread the needle, coming back to tabletop. Right arm goes long, parallel to the earth, palm facing down. When you thread your needle, take that right arm and thread it in between the arm and the leg on the other side, coming down on to the shoulder, onto the side of the head, leaning into that shoulder with the palm facing up. Using that left hand for support, keeping the hips high and square. Lean into that shoulder a little bit, open it up, and then push up with the left hand, unthread the needle, taking your arm out long, parallel to the earth again, and then hand rests down. Other side, the left arm reaches out long, and then threads in between the right arm and the right leg, coming down into the temple, keeping the hips high. Inhaling and exhaling, and then pushing up through that arm, unthreading your needle, and then bringing your hand back down to the earth. Take your right leg long, parallel to the earth, toe pointed. Let yourself lengthen that leg long, but stay centered in your mat. So if you notice that you're leaning to the left, see if you can bring your weight equally into the arms and the legs. Take that right toe and draw a line to the outside of your left mat. The left side of your mat, the outside of your left mat, and look over your left shoulder at that right toe that's crossing over. Inhale the right toe up and back, parallel and center. Bring the right leg down and then send the left leg out. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a hard time staying here, moving too far ahead. And so I'm tripping over my words. So I'm going to take a breath. Center back into the practice, into the now moment. And then let's take that left leg long, parallel to the earth, weight distributed evenly. Gaze at the earth so that your spine is straight, and then take that left leg and draw a line over to the right side of your mat. Look over your right shoulder. And just go as far as is comfortable, as far as it feels good in the stretch. Inhale the left leg up, and then bring the left leg down into tabletop position. Take a moment to turn the wrists around and give your wrists a little bit of a stretch, a thank you for supporting you. Awesome. Okay, right leg goes long. Left arm elongates, palm facing in. Holding the pose for a few moments here as you find your balance, as you extend and engage through the leg, through the arm. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to take a couple of rounds of drawing the knee to the elbow. So we're going to draw the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, draw them together underneath you. Stay balanced. And then as you exhale, elongate back out. Squeeze in and elongate back out. One last time. Stay strong. Keep your fingertips wide. If you're starting to feel a little pain in your wrist, root down into more of your hand. Squeeze in together again. Elongate. And then bring both hands to the earth. Sink back into a child's pose, palms up. Release through the arms and the shoulders. And then come back to tabletop for the other side. So the left leg goes long this time. The right arm goes long this time. Top of the foot on the right is rested into the earth to support you. Find your earth groove. Find your spaces where the earth is supporting you. Really lengthen out through that leg, through the arm, maybe imagining that you're sending fireworks or paint or butterflies or bubbles out of the toes and the fingertips. Inhale, taking the elbow to the knee again. Lengthen it back out. Stay in control of your movement. Do not throw your body around. Honor exactly where you are at in your practice and know that every time you show up to the mat, you are becoming stronger and you are becoming smarter and more observant and aware of what is going on. Keep going, inhaling and exhaling as you extend on the inhale. Exhale, squeeze it together. One more time, really feeling that activation through the body. And then coming back to tabletop. And then sinking again into child's pose. Take a few breaths to notice what you notice by way of breath in your body. Are you activated now? Are your muscles like, woo, we are awake? What's going on in your mind? Okay, walking the hands towards the knees or the knees towards the hands so that you can come up to standing on the knees. Half camel is where we're going. And for half camel, I just want you to be very aware of lower back issues. So just be really careful. If you are a little bit worried, just take it slow. And if it doesn't feel right, come out of it. Go into a child's pose. You could do a bridge if you wanted to. So from here, inhaling the arms up overhead. I like to tuck my toes under because that's how I can reach my heels. If you can reach your heels without tucking the toes under, great. Whatever works for you. Right hand then starts to come backwards to touch that right heel, but my abs are engaging a little bit too. And then I can bring a little bit of an arch back. As you inhale and exhale, notice what you notice. Don't let the heels fall out if you have your toes pointed. And we're going to windmill the arms. So as you inhale, take the left arm backwards and the right arm upwards to help engage the core and stay safe, but still holding that beautiful camel. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse the arms or switch the arms. One more time. Switching the arms. And then finally, keep your right arm up overhead, engage the abs, and slowly start to bring yourself back up, raising the right arm or left arm up overhead, untucking the toes, and then releasing that. Coming down into your easy seated position. Sussing around a little bit, finding again that earth groove. Inhaling and exhaling. Rooting into your sit bones, allowing the heart to become in line with the hips, allowing the shoulders to be relaxed and the chin parallel to the earth. You have now moved your body gently in ways that opened your hip and opened your hips and opened your energy. Take a moment to acknowledge yourself for coming to the mat, for coming to center. Oftentimes, the hardest part of a yoga practice is getting to the mat. Inhale and exhale a few more times, just allowing yourself a little bit of space for observation and non-judgment. How does your body feel? How does your energy feel? What is your mind doing? 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose, empty all your air out, and then in through the nose. Through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Just for today, we will not be angry. Just for today, we will not worry. Just for today, we will do our work honestly. Just for today, we will be kind to every living thing. And just for today, we will be grateful. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May we be safe and protected. May we be healthy and nourished. May we love and be loved, and may we truly be happy. Inhale your arms up overhead. Draw the palms towards each other. And as you draw your hands down, pause at the forehead as a reminder for kind and loving thoughts towards yourself and others. Coming down further, pausing at the lips as a reminder for kind and loving words towards yourself and others. And then pausing at the heart as a reminder for kind and loving actions towards yourself and to others. Again, inhaling the arms up, integrating this practice into your being. And one last time, inhaling the arms up overhead, down into heart center. May your practice bring you peace. May you share this peace with the world. Namaste. Okie dokie. What do you think, Lola? You zened out, girlfriend? She doesn't really like the camera, so like she won't even, she knows this thing's on. But she loves to be in session, in practice with us when we're practicing, and also in Reiki sessions. She likes to be there too. So ponytail sideways, practice did its job. I hope that you all found some peace and some stillness, but also some release as well. Know that coming to a practice doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be anything that gets you sweaty or wore out. A lot of times coming to a yoga practice is coming back to center and moving past some of the things that we just really need to let go instead of hold on to. So enjoy. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day or your evening, wherever this finds you. And just know that I am always rooting for you. Okay. That is a wrap.